we're working on passing the knee shield. All right, so just turn a little. Sorry. So we've got a knee shield here. Okay. Different ways to pass a knee shield. The one we're going to go through today is the weave pass, okay, which is one that definitely works a lot better in the gi. You can do it no gi, but it's like one of my favorite ways to pass in the gi actually, which is like I weave my arm around the leg, so he's got a knee shield. I take my arm through and I grip this bottom leg, okay. I also want connection to the upper body somewhere, okay. And then I free my leg from the trap in the half guard, okay. Free my leg and I start to work around. So I get this grip on the leg, grip on the upper body. I free my leg, so you can see my right leg's trapped. I free that leg and I pass, okay. So a couple of things on this. Where do I grip on this leg? So basically what I'm trying to do is I need to make space here to pass into, and I also need to free my leg. And we want to block this bottom leg somehow. Anyway, like however you pass, if you want to pass in front, you always need to like make space by moving that leg out the way. A cross grip, especially with the weave, is quite good. If I can grab that leg and I can kind of push back, I can almost like, you see if I straighten my arm out and lean forward, I can put like a counter pressure if he tries to bring this leg back, okay, so bring the knee to your chest, that's difficult. So that's by like straightening my arm and punching back here, okay. So by leaning here, if I'm up, right, and he pulls the knee to the chest, I can't, it's hard to stop that, right. I need to like lean forward and have the pressure back, okay, so shoulder forward, arm back. And this is a really strong grip. It's very hard for your opponent to recover. And you've kind of taken care of both legs to some degree once you do this, right? So we're going to grip here. Now, my preference is actually to grip below the line of the knee, not like here. One, he can strip this a bit easier, okay? But two, he can be very annoying with his leg. Like I want to free my leg, and I don't want that to be difficult, right? So I want to free this leg, and he can like hook and trap. See that can make it really difficult, right? If my hand is on a little lower, so like I'm kind of almost punching into the shin a little bit, I'm pushing that foot down. So when he tries to hook with that foot, it's harder, right? I'm stopping this leg from like lifting up and tracking my right leg. So by weaving and gripping here and putting some pressure on that, I can start to free myself, right? To free my leg, most common is you'll have to do a little knee cut, like lifting your knee up over the top of the shin and then foot out like that. Okay, so up, over, out. You can't go forward and go through. Like if I go forward, I get stuck. Okay, I have to actually like stay back, go here, and I'm leaning this shoulder forward, keeping this bottom leg from retracting towards the chest. Right. Now, probably the next thing, often the best defense to the weave pass is just don't let them get your upper body, any upper body control. Okay, so Adrian's going to be very active at blocking my arms here. Because if he can do this and he keeps his upper body away, so kind of, yeah, like I'm going to really struggle to pass. Right? Even though I've got this, it's difficult to get around. You're often better off, like as you're here, getting your weave, fighting for that grip, right? Fight for your upper body control before you run around, because it's really difficult to get after. So while he's kind of stuck here, I'm going to be looking for one of a few potential grips, right? Best case, I grab the lapel and I pull it back so that it's I'm blocking his armpit here, right? So kind of does two things. If he wants to move away, I can pull, right? I can stay attached. So if I'm actually outside the legs here and he's trying to move away, I can pull in and I can pass through that. If he starts trying to like reach in and grab me, I can push, right? I can block that arm by being like a little bit under the armpit. Next best, so sometimes people, they're fighting this, you can't get the lapel, you can grab the arm, okay? You can grab the sleeve, tricep's probably gonna be a little better as well, and locking tight here. It's not as good, I'm a little bit further away, but I'm still in a decent position to pass. Right. So we're going to, from here, even with a high knee shield, you can often work to get your grip on the leg. We're going to go for the weave grip. We're going to look for some sort of upper body control here. Okay, so here's this little battle. Adrian's trying to block, I'm trying to come in, I get this lapel. I want to get my head in as well, and then I want to free my leg. Okay, so I'm going like this into a bit of a tripod. My knee comes up, over the top, and I'm outside the legs. Right. Once we're here, I'm now outside the legs, I want to pass. I want to separate, I want to make this gap as big as possible. So I'm leaning forward, my head's coming in, and I'm stretching out here. Right. So I'm kind of like tripoding in, stretching this space open. And I want to try to make, we'll go through like two options here, but I want to try to make space, get my knee in front of the hip, my right knee if possible. Right. So obviously they can block this, which we'll talk about, but if I can make enough space here, my knee goes in. All right. And now I'm pretty much past. I just need the hip. Okay. The last thing I do, take this hip so we can't hip escape, and I'm in for the pass. Once more, in full. So here we get our weave grip. Okay, we start looking for our grip, whatever the best grip is we can. We put our head in, tripod, free our knee. We start stretching and driving forward to get our knee in, and we take the hip to finish. So we go. 3, 2.
Out of this part, how can I make sure she doesn't
Bring your shoulder forward. Yes, yeah. So now she tries. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Lachlan, with the top knee as well, when they have the knee very close to the chest, what do you use there? Do you use just to come around, just to hit the top knee?
Sort it out.
You got me.
I got you covered. Okay, so two major things I just want to cover defensively, as in like people will do. There's one is that their top knee is high. The other one is a loop choke. Okay, so does everyone know the loop choke? Loop choke's like they grip this, right? Yeah. And often people look for, like, you go for the weave, they look to go loop choke, okay, and you get caught with that. So I just basically, I'll address the loop choke first, and then the knee staying in front. So if they go for the loop, like as soon as they get this, if they don't have this grip, I'm not worried about a loop choke. But as soon as they get this grip, okay, he wants the loop choke. For the loop choke, look at this elbow, okay, it has to come up and lift, correct. So when I know they want the loop choke, my grip's always going to take the elbow and just keep it tight, right, try and loop choke. As long as that elbow can't lift up, he has to lift it up to loop that hand through, yeah. So, I'll jump on the bottom. I want to do a loop choke from here. If this elbow doesn't lift, there's no way my hand loops, right? I have to get like through like that. So if Adrian just focuses on grabbing that elbow and pulling it tight to my body, yeah, so kind of on the outside of the elbow, tight here, right? And then you kind of want them to think that going for the loop choke's a good idea, because they're not, like, it's actually worse for you if they're like pushing and framing, and now they're like pulling in, and you're doing this, and you start your weave, and you come around, and you can pass. Okay. So, is that, even if they do, let me just see, sometimes they get a little closer. Go for the loop. Oh yeah, I go like head forward. So if I feel like they're getting a bit closer, my head comes like up and forward here. Yeah, there's no loop now, and you just keep going forward and go towards me. All right. Okay. Very common. So basically, once you get outside the legs, this top leg, they don't want to give side control, so they'll probably keep this leg high. They can't. You've dealt with this leg. You're leaning forward. You're like pressuring this leg, so they bring their top leg high. Okay. I don't have access now in here. I want to threaten first side. This is like my best outcome is I just go straight to side control. So really threaten that, and really try to work into that. But what I'm also trying to do is use my shoulder here. I want to like fold that leg down. I don't want him like up like this with the leg. So like if he's here, I don't have too many options. So I'm like stretching out and moving in front and using my shoulder to drop. So we're here, I'm going like this. So see, he's kind of forced to, if he keeps his knee up here, keep your knee up. If he keeps his knee up here, I have room to come in. So it's like forcing him to bring it low, right? And then when it's low enough, I get my chest and shoulder on it. I want to bring my right knee over the top of the leg and put my leg in between. Okay, so now I have what we call smash pass. All I need to do, let go of the leg and take the hip, and I'm now in a very good smash pass where I can work behind or in front to pass. Okay, so again, you have to like, there's a little battle to like stay there for a while. If you have to make them overcommit with this, right? Like, or you pass. Okay, so give them that dilemma. Just turn a little. So I'm here. I start like trying to pass in here, so you have to turn that knee in a bit. Yes, good. I start using. See, I've used my shoulder to kill that leg. He can't lift that leg anymore. Okay, and it's in range now to go. Put his leg in between my legs. I take the hip. I've still got my head in position, so I just need to now, ideally, put my elbow over the top. Right, I'm very tight on the hips now. There's nothing stopping me really passing behind as long as I pummel like this. Or, of course, if he straightens out, then I can come back in front again. So that's how we deal with that leg. We need to, like, when I first was doing this, and I think when you first do this, people probably like trying to do that from here, I'll never smash the leg and I'll never straighten. I really have to like see my weight dropping down in front as well as like putting my knee in, making him like trying to get in front of that leg so he has to drop that leg. Okay, cool. Smash pass. Okay. Get around. Cool. All right, so we'll just do about another 6 minutes of drills. You can practice that, then we'll do some specific training. Okay.